thank you. As we look ahead to cleanup efforts across the Caribbean, Connecticut families with ties to the islands are in kind of a holding period right now as they wait to hear from loved ones. NBC Connecticut's Julia LeBlanc joins us now. Julia, you spoke with a state representative who has a family in Cuba. This has to be heart-wrenching for people when they can't make that connection, but it sounds like this family maybe did.
Absolutely. Not just yet, Kev. They're still waiting to hear from their loved ones, like so many other thousands of people here in our state actually are waiting to hear from people in Cuba, their loved ones, their families, after they haven't heard from them actually in a few days since Melissa rolled through and right before too. One day after Melissa made its way through eastern Cuba, making landfall as a Category 3 hurricane, many questions remain, especially for people like State Representative James Sanchez, whose wife has family still living on the island.
She's extremely concerned. She's saddened. She's saddened about the whole situation, for the entire country, and her heart is broken.
Sanchez says he's particularly concerned about what the damage will mean for a country that was already dealing with food rationing, political tensions, and a lack of resources, something he witnessed firsthand when he visited a few years ago.
You have people, pulling on your, on your clothing, asking for money, pennies, quarters, it didn't matter, asking for food.
NBC News reports about 750,000 people spent the night in shelters as the storm rolled through, and the full extent of the damage is immeasurable at this point. And as Sanchez waits to hear from his wife's family, there's one thing he does know, and that's the resilience of the people in the Caribbean.
Resilient is how we live by. You have no choice. You have to be resilient, and you have to be grateful to wake up the next day and fight another day.
Now, the president of Cuba did post on X this morning saying that he's not aware of any reported deaths in the country so far. He says from here, the hardest task begins. And I'm paraphrasing now, which he says is recovery. Kev, we'll send it back to you.
And Julia, that could take a long, long time. Thank you so much.